Hey, you guys, welcome back. Happy Saturday. What do we have here? Well, for starters, we got a bad reputation. Clarified by haunted, dirt digging in the reverse, unbothered, bottom of the deck is evil. Alright, so collective, apparently somebody doesn't like the way that they're perceived. So you know what happens when you don't like yourself, right? You waste your time trying to find dirt on everybody else. But apparently in this situation it fell flat, or there was nothing to find, and so now there's nothing left to do but pretend to be unbothered by what others are saying about you, how people perceive you, while up underneath there is a very bruised and very hurt ego. All right, so now here's the thing. Let's talk perception. Mine is completely different from yours. Yours is going to be different from somebody else's. We can alchemize this thing, okay? The glass is either going to be half full or half empty, depending on how you look at it, or who we're dealing with, okay? So, what I see is a person who is haunted by their own past behavior, okay? I also see growth. All right. So, instead of trying to find, being so ashamed of yourself that you're looking for some type of external validation here. What's wrong with the fact that you can't defend the version of yourself that you've outgrown? What's wrong with that? We've all done things we're not proud of, okay? But the quickest way to get over it is not by trying to point out the shit that somebody else did. Own your shit, okay? In other words, collective, welcome to the humiliation ritual, okay? I keep saying that everybody thinks that this healing this healing journey is something that you can wrap up in a pretty bow. Take some self-help seminars, buy some crystals, look at a few tarot videos, buy some candles, and in 30 to 45 days, you're a new person, and that's not how it works. Okay, everybody wants to be a chosen one, or a spiritualist, or an oracle, or whatever the case. I've said this before, but maybe I haven't talked about it in a while. You know what? Y'all know the shit we go through? And there's more than one humiliation ritual, okay? Now, when I say humiliation, I'm not talking about anything externally. God ain't gonna set you up nowhere to be laughed at and ridiculed, okay? I'm talking about the internal stuff, okay? I'm talking about how that ego has to be humbled, okay? Humiliation rituals strip away your pride, your certainty, and the image that you have of yourself, okay? You guys have heard me talk many times about a stripping, okay? I can feel it every full moon, okay? That ego, because it's layers. An ego is like an onion, okay? It all can't be taken, the ego can't be taken down at once. Okay, that's not how spirit does it. Okay, it's layers. Layers get peeled back just like an onion, and every full moon, my insides literally feel raw in my heart space. Okay, every single month for the past year and some change, I have gone through an ego death. Okay, and what does that mean? I talked about it yesterday. Stripped of every single illusion. Okay, of things that I knew, that I thought that I knew, that you couldn't tell me shit about. Stripped of all of that. Stripped of all my pride. Stripped of all, because the ego has to be humbled. Why? Okay, so that your soul's assignment, your soul's journey, your soul can lead you to your true destiny, to where you're supposed to go, where you're supposed to be, and the things that you're supposed to be doing. But the ego has to get the hell out of the way. Okay, and so the divine will take you through as many ego deaths as the divine sees fit. Okay, yeah, divination abuser. Okay, so this goes back to, this is speaking back to the dirt digging card in the reverse. All right, so this could be, some of you, it could be anything from going to tarot readers, to pulling cards yourself, to using divination boards. Okay, but I think this is more so about cards. Okay, asking the cards for a different answer, collective, isn't gonna get you one. Okay, it's probably, imagine it like this: talking to your friends and family members about the exact same issue 50, 11 times. Okay, I don't care how how much you know, you reframe the question, or you know, just or ask the question in a different way, you're going to get the same answer. Okay, so who's ever just pulling cards and pulling cards and pulling cards, pretending like you're looking for new insight, that's not what you're doing. Okay, and spirit sees right through it. Okay, what you're looking for is a different answer. Okay, and you've already been shown the things that you need to be shown. Okay, so yeah, humiliation rituals don't feel nice. Okay, but they are indeed, they are very essential to breaking down this little bastard right here, to breaking down the ego. Anyway, you guys let me know what you think in comments. Well, let your hearts lay your bye.